Hello guys, welcome to the channel for another video. So this is the second part of the series of video that I'll be making, where I'll be guiding you how to learn to drive a manual car. Yes, I'll be showing you how to learn to drive only a manual car, because if you learn to drive a manual car, you can drive any sort of cars, any sort of automatics or manual car out there, let it be small car or a larger size car like SUVs, any sort of thing. And if you haven't watched the first video, then go watch it, then come to this part, because in the first part I have covered some of the basic controls of a manual car. And if you are a beginner, you are starting to learn to drive a car, especially a manual car, or you have bought a new manual car, then go watch the video first. There I have shown you clearly how to use every sort of controls, what are the controls in a manual car. So I am in touch, and let's get started with this video. So today in this part I'll be showing you the clutch work, how to release a clutch. And if you are a beginner, then without even using the use of the accelerator pedal, you can move your car from standstill to get it going. Like for that you have to drive in very low gears, first gear or second gear. Yes, your car will be heating up, it will be using more fuel, but trust me, if you are a beginner, there you have to practice on very lower gears, first and second gear, higher gears like third, fourth gear. For that you have to practice enough so that you can take it on the road. That I'll be coming later part in this video. I'll take my car to the road and show you how to change gears from first to second or to higher gears, and I'll be showing you how to do left side or right side judgment of your cars. Also I'll be showing you a very little part in this, how to reverse your car using the clutch. It will be similar like forwarding your car on lower gears in first gear. So let's get started to the main part. So I have attached my camera to the head strap. Hopefully I'll be able to show you the clutch work. I'll also be simultaneously recording with my phone. So let's now start the car. This part I have shown you how to start a manual car in a perfect way in the first part of the video. So watch the first part, then come to the second part. So started the car. Then what you have to do now is make sure your gear lever is in neutral. So press the brake, press the clutch. You can release the brake if you are in a very flat surface, it won't move anywhere. Also try to release the handbrake, because you need to get moving. So what you need to do now is press the clutch, keep it pressing, then take your left hand, move the gear lever to the extreme left position, then push it forward. Now you have engaged it to the first gear. You have to do it in a very smooth manner. Don't jerk the gear like this. Very smoothly you have to shift it to the first gear. So take your gear lever, then push it to the extreme left, then push it forward. You have engaged first gear. Now what you have to do is, I'll be trying to show you the footwork with my phone. I am recording, don't worry, I am doing in a very safe and secure manner. So what you have to do first is press the clutch to the floor of the car, then with your left hand push the gear lever to the extreme left, then push it forward. You have engaged first gear. Now what you have to do is, for beginners, you have to slowly release your clutch. So in this way your car will be moving. Also make sure that you are holding your steering wheel and pointing it to the direction you want it to move. Don't worry, I will be doing in a very safe manner. So like this, and in the same way you have to do it reverse. I will be showing you again. Don't shift the gear you in a very jerk manner, so do it very smoothly. Hold your gear lever with your left hand, then push it to the extreme right, then push it backwards, then you have engaged reverse gear. In your car's gear lever it will be mentioned whether reverse gear is. Some cars have reverse gear where the first gear is, so likewise you have to push it like this, then it will engage in the reverse gear. So for that reason you have to take a experienced driver with you while learning to drive. This video will just guide you to clear some things that you have missed while learning in a driving school. So enough said, now let's get back to the main work. So take your hand, smoothly push it to the extreme right, then pull it back. You have engaged reverse gear. Now slowly release the clutch. You can see I am not pressing the accelerator. The car is moving because your car's engine have enough torque. So for this very reason I tell you, or I am saying you to learn to drive in a open ground or in a road where there is very less traffic, because otherwise you will be risking your life, your car's life, and also others' life if you are a beginner and directly try to get your car onto the road. I have been driving for 8 years and still I'm learning new things. I would like to say that driving is not a rocket science, but it's not even that easy. But with practice anyone can drive, anyone can learn to drive. And also I want to say that if you start to learn driving at a very younger age, then it's far more better, because your senses or your responses will be good as compared to a person who started to learn to drive at their 40s or 50s, because with age the response time of a person lowers. So for that reason try to learn to drive at a very younger age, like after you are eligible to apply for driving license. Even if you are not eligible, try to drive in a ground or with someone very experienced one, but don't try to drive in highways without a license. Don't do that. It's not safe, and always follow rules and regulation while driving a car or a bike, while riding a bike, whatever. Next, what you have to do is you are in gear, then let's put it in first gear again. You are in gear. What you have to do is, what expert driver do is, they release the clutch, and in the same manner they also push the accelerator. In the beginning I have shown you how to drive, or how you can move the car from standstill to get it moving without even pressing the accelerator, but just by releasing the clutch. Now I will be showing you how to move the car pressing both the clutch and the accelerator. So what you have to do is put it in gear, then while you are releasing clutch, simultaneously push the accelerator like this. So in this way your car will be moving when you will get expert. So you have to practice these things. In the same way you have to reverse it. So you have to make it very smoothly, the transition, because in first gear there's lots of torque. You cannot directly release the clutch like this, or the car will jerk and it will stop the engine. So make sure of that and practice it. With practice it will come. I was able to get the car moving in the very first day, because when my father was learning to drive this car, I always used to go with him in the back seat, and from the rear seat I always try to listen to the driver what he was saying. So I got my basic clear at a very younger age. And also I forgot to show you one more thing. I have shown you how to move the car, but I have not shown you how to stop the car in a smooth manner. So what you have to do is, remember this is for very when you are moving the car in a very slower speed, because as a beginner you have to move the car in a slow speed. So what you have to do is, let your car move. Yeah, it's moving. Now what you have to do is to stop the car. Press the clutch, then the brake. Remember it. In slow speed, always press the clutch first. Same for the reverse. Always press the clutch first, then the brake. Otherwise, if you press the brake first, the engine will stop, and that's the mistake every beginner drivers make. They press the brake first while moving at a very slower speed. What you have to do is, let me reverse it more so I'll get more distance. To stop the car, move forward. I'm moving forward. Hope you can see the car is moving, and press the clutch, then the brake. In this way you won't stop your engine of the car, and you will be driving or stopping the car in a very smooth manner. So for this thing you have to practice. So with practice it will you will get your drive, these things will get smooth enough. And after you have learned these basic things, how to move your car, how to stop your car, then you take your car to the road and learn to drive there. So next I'll be taking my car to the road, and I'll be showing you how to shift gears. But make sure before taking the car to the road you have practiced enough your clutch work, like forwarding and reversing. So right now I am about to take the car to the road. So before that, adjust your mirrors, like inside rear view mirror, both the outside mirrors, left side and right side, always adjust them accordingly. Then next, before driving on the road or while always driving, put on the seat belt for your safety. Make that a practice. Also, if you don't put on the seat belt nowadays, you have to pay fine. So always put on the seat belt. Make sure you always follow the traffic rules no matter what. Then starting the car, and let's now get the car to the road. I'll be driving now in a single lane road. So before doing that, always look towards the right and the left. Make sure no cars are coming. Right now nobody is coming, and then I'll be going to the left side. So no matter if someone is there or not, always give the indicator. So there are some bikes and cars are coming, but they are far away. So I'll be taking the car to the right fast enough. Let them move. Then right now I am doing it in the second gear. Remember, you have to apply first gear only when the wheels are still, like at the very first moment you have to put in the first gear, then after that you have to put it second gear. I'll show you again. Let me take the car to the extreme side of the road, then I will stop the car. What you have to do is press the clutch, put it in first gear, then slowly release the clutch and press the accelerator. Like you have to do it in a very smooth manner, the footwork. Then get it up to 10 or 20 kilometers per hour, then put it on second gear, then release the clutch and then the accelerator. This is how to move the car. Then put it on much higher gear, then simultaneously release the clutch and press the accelerator. That's what skilled driver or expert drivers do. Then next I will be taking the car to the fourth gear. Just simply pull it. Hold the steering in a very comfortable manner. Now we are driving like around 50 kilometers per hour. Then I will take it to 60 kilometers per hour. Let's pull it. Now my foot is only on the accelerator. So now we are driving in the road. This is a single lane road. I have taken you to the single lane road because I'll be showing you something, how to brake the car or how to stop the car. Now there's a car coming fast by, and there is a bad patch in the road. So what I have done is, first I have applied the brake, then the clutch, then I will be putting it in second gear. Remember, you have to put the first gear if the car is stand still. If the wheels are moving even a little bit, then you have to put the gear in second gear, then slowly release the clutch and press the accelerator. And also the clutch work, if your car is standing still and you want to get it moving, then only you have to release the clutch in a smooth manner for it not to kill the engine off. So while the car is on the roll, then you can release the clutch very fast and put on the accelerator, but do it when before that you have to practice it in the ground to make your footwork smooth enough. So now taking the car to this third gear, I will be showing you. I have released the clutch, I have not even pushing the accelerator. Now I will putting the foot in my accelerator, then putting it into some speed like 60, then putting the gear in the fourth gear. Now I'll be showing you how to do the judgment. While driving in a single lane road, you have to always keep your car on the left side. No matter what, you have to keep the car. You have to take the car to the right side when you are trying to overtake some other car. That I will be covering it in another video. When you are a beginner, don't try to do rash driving. Always drive slowly, because you don't know when people will come to the road, cows will come to the road, goats will come to the road. So be safe. So I'll be now pulling the car a bit fast, then pushing it third gear. Make sure while driving always look into all the mirrors, like if somebody is coming or not. Now right side judgment, you will see the cars are coming from that side, from the opposite side. So you will be like easily doing the right side judgment because you are sitting on the right side of the car. But what about the left side? You don't know where the left wheel is moving or on the road. When you are a beginner, I can know because I've been driving for like past 8 years or 9 years. I know where my left wheel is. Also, like I said in the previous video, always try to learn to start driving in a smaller car, because if you are learning in a smaller car, from the driver's seat you can see the bonnet of the car, and that gives you a better command over your car. So try to do that. Now coming to the left side judgment, many people have doubt regarding the left side, how to make left side judgment while driving out on the roads. So it's very easy and it's very basic. I will tell you about the basics. First of all, when driving from the driver's position, you will see that there's a line always running across the side of the road, like on the edge of the road. What you have to do is you have to consider the middle position of this dashboard, like from the AC vents and all. There's a reason that this to consider this line, because while driving from the driver's seat, you will see that the middle position of the dashboard is always in line with the line out on the edge of the road. So this means that your left side wheel is inside that line. I don't have another camera to show you that, but that's how you make the judgment that where your left side of the car wheel is. And now let me show you how I will do this left side judgment. There is a car here. Now what I will do is I will slightly make a turn and see if there are cars coming in the mirror, in the rear view mirrors on both the sides, and inside rear view mirror. Now going along the left side of the road, there is a person standing, so I will make a small move in my steering wheel. Then again I will look into my left side mirror and take my car to this side. So also you can also make the left side judgment from the left side of the mirror, because you will see the line running across the left side of the car. You have to do practice to get it correct. You won't be able to do it on the very first time. And I've been driving the car since last 8 to 9 years, so without even looking into the dashboard, I can know where the left side of my car wheel is running. So you have to do the left side judgment in that way. But as a beginner, try to drive it at lower speed. You will become a good driver, and once you learn to drive smoothly, then go into higher speed, because sometimes you have to drive at high speed no matter what out on the highways. So there are few tricks and tips, and you will learn this all by practice. Also, while controlling the steering wheel, you don't have to move it in a very harsh manner. You have to do it very smoothly. There's a bike. What I'm doing is I have made a slight small turn, because at higher speed you don't have to turn the steering wheel to a great extent. You have to make very little judgments while the car is rolling at some speed. So make sure, and if your car has power steering, every car has power steering nowadays. This car don't have. This is a very old car, like around 15 years old. So if you have power steering, also if you don't have power steering, don't try to pull the steering in a very harsh manner. Make small turns, small movements, and your car will be going to the direction that you want it to go. You have to be safe always while driving out on the road, because you can drive nicely, or you have learned to drive in a perfect way, but others don't drive perfectly. So make sure you wear seat belts, and always try to drive in a slow and steady way, because anybody can press the accelerator. Make sure you have command over the clutch and the brake, because if you are going in higher speed and if you can't control it then there's no use of driving or learning to drive a car. You need to control your car in a good manner for your safety, for other safety. Always try to be very calm driver out on the road. Drive in a very slow and steady manner. If you are a beginner, then with practice you will be able to drive in a higher speed, because out on the highways you have to drive in a high speed. So you have to learn for that. And if you are applying for driver's license, then you have to know few things, how to turn the car, because there it will be giving you a simple few things. Now again I will be showing you how to turn the car. Take the car to the extreme right position, then put it into first gear, then make the turn. Make sure no one is coming from front and behind, then turn it, then take your car, and now make sure you turn the steering wheel to the opposite direction, or else the car will be moving in whatever direction you are pointing it. Every time the steering doesn't come to its original position, sometimes you have to make the effort, so do that. So keep practicing. Take your car out whenever you are free. In that way you will learn to drive a car. No matter who you are, how old you are, how younger you are, you will learn to drive car if you keep on practicing, because with practice you can do or learn any type of car you want to. So that's everything I want to show in this part. Next part I will be showing you how to reverse a car in a perfect way, because you have to know how to reverse it. So let's not talk about that. And if you have watched the video till now, like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also share it with someone. So that's it for today. Thank you.